Head coach Chris Holtmann, along with Justice Suing and Sean McNeil. We'll start with an opening statement about the game from Coach Holtmann. Then we'll take questions for the student athletes. Then they will return to the locker room and we'll take questions for Coach. Coach.
All right, give our players credit. I thought they found a way there. Obviously, when Wisconsin did a great job, their physicality really bothered us there in the second half. And obviously, we had trouble scoring and missed some free throws, but give them credit. Their defense was outstanding in the second half, and I think that was the biggest reason for some of our struggles. The missed free throws are just, they're just that. We'll get better with that. But give these guys credit. They found a way, and we'll move on to tomorrow.
Take questions for the student athletes. We'll start in the front row here with Adam.
Justice and Sean, you guys both, as a team, you seem to come out with a pretty good energy about you. Obviously, you built a significant lead. What was it that enabled you to get out to the start that you did with the season kind of on the line? And then what did it take to hold on when they finally did make a run?
We'll start with Justice, then Sean.
We had a good kick to us to start this. We knew we had to come out with aggression and execute our game plan, and we were able to get a comfortable lead. Obviously, we need to work on maintaining that as we continue on in the tournament. But a couple months ago, you couldn't say that we would have been able to stay as poised as we were today. And I'm proud of my guys for able to pull it through. But props to Wisconsin. They played really hard. They gave us a run for our money, but like I said, I'm proud of our guys just being able to get this through.
Sean?
Yeah, first thing I'll say is Wisconsin's a really good team. Is this working? Is it working? Yeah. Wisconsin's a really good team. But I mean, I said this a little bit earlier, but the last month and a half, we've been playing a lot better, even though the results really haven't shown. But we've won 2 or 3 late, even though we dropped one to Michigan State. We're playing better, playing more of the right way. So we have momentum going into the tournament. We're having a lot more fun. So when you're playing this way, the game's a lot more fun to play. So just momentum going into this tournament.
Front row middle.
Drama 11 Warriors. Coach, just wanted to know about the defensive adjustment on Tyler Wall there. Obviously, he got going. It was like an 8-0 run for him. You switched got Felix back into the game. Yeah. He slowed him down. That big rebound towards the end of the game, too, where Felix got fouled, ended up splitting a pair there. But just his impact late in that game.
We'll take that one, then we'll go back to questions for student athletes, please.
Yeah, no, it's a good question, because I think that was a critical turning point, Griffin. I really do. I think Felix's length on him. One of the things I worried about is Felix getting just kind of run over by Tyler Wall, because he's such a good low post guy. But his length bothered him late, and his ball screen defense on Chucky bothered him late.
Second row, Bob.
Yeah, Rob Aller, Columbus Dispatch. You guys came out so good, fast, loose, and then when it starts to go south a little bit, do things slow down? Does it go into slow motion? How do you keep from looking at the scoreboard every 0.2 seconds?
Sean, you take that?
Yeah, I think we kind of did panic a little bit, but like Justice said, that's something we got to continue to get better at. When teams are going to make a run, basketball in itself is a game of runs. So just learning how to respond when teams make runs and staying together.
Fourth row.
Sean, for you in the second half, you went on a 5-0 run in the second half. Obviously, you had a strong first half with 10 points. What was it about your shot today that had you feeling as well as you played today?
Yeah, I don't think I've shot it probably as well as I would have liked to this year, but I know I have the ability. Just trying to remain confident. I've been shooting it a lot better as of late. Like I said, my guys believe in me, the coaches believe in me. Makes it a lot easier when you got people around you that believe in you.
Second row on the left.
For both of you guys, we've asked you a lot about leadership this year. To have games like you did this late, to pull this out, to get that big lead, just what did it take from the veteran guys who have been in these experiences before?
Justice.
I think the main thing that we were going to the game with was saying that, we can't start off slow. We have to start off with hitting them in the mouth and not letting it happen to us. So we came out aggressive, came out with good energy, communicating to each other, offensively, defensively, and really was just able to keep building on that, and we were able to get that lead.
Sean, your thoughts?
No, I mean, I think Justice hit it pretty well. That's a struggle that we've had probably all year. There's certain points in the game where, we'll give up, 6-0, 8-0 runs. And then it's hard to come back from that. We had a big lead this game and gave it up, but unfortunately, we pulled it out. That's what matters.
Let's take a few more for student athletes. Front row right.
Justice Rohan Chakravarti, Bucky's fifth quarter. You had 16 points, 5 of 8 shooting. It seemed like you favored that fadeaway jump shot against Wisconsin, against Tyler Wall and those bigs. What did you like about that matchup, and how did you feel about your shot today?
Yeah, Tyler Wall, does a great job in like defending in the post for real. So he got me a couple times with some charges. So I kind of baited him a little bit to get to that shot. But yeah, it's a shot that I feel comfortable shooting, and I had to adjust, as the game was going on, picking up some offensive fouls and whatnot.
Back row on the right.
Yeah, Steve Hellwagon with Bucknuts 24/7 for both of the guys. Just the NCAA is kind of way out there in the distance if you can somehow win 5 games in 5 days. But you guys treat this maybe as your dance, that you want to take this every experience as far as you can take it and just see what happens. Looked like you laid it all on the line out there today, it looked like.
Sean, then Justice.
Yeah, I think as far as saying that this is our dance, I would say no. We're confident. We're playing a lot better. We obviously have a big task in front of us to win the next five games in 5 days, but we're going to continue to take one day at a time. We play a lot of good teams, whoever we continue or hopefully face down the road here. But like I said, all of our focus is on tomorrow, one game at a time.
Justice.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sean on that, man. It's just one game at a time. We were able to survive today and advance, and now we're on to the next. So it's a quick turnaround, and like Sean said, we're playing really well, so we're going to continue to build off that.
All right, last question for the student athletes from Adam.
Sean, with I think it was like a minute something to go, they cut it to 5, and you got fouled, went to the line, and hit both free throws. And like Coach said, you had some issues as a team collectively hitting some of those down the stretch. But when you get into a moment like that, for someone like you that's made as many as you have, what does it take to be composed in those moments? Why were you able to knock them down? And what do you guys need to be able to do in those moments to focus and finish?
I would say the biggest thing is, everybody believes in me, players and staff, for one. And then I know that I've put in, tremendous amount of work as far as free throws go. Obviously they're not hard. You go in there and shoot them. It's something I end my workouts with every time though, is free throw. So, I believe myself. I got, 14, 15 guys around me, coaching staff, that trust me to go at the line and knock them down.
Thanks, guys. You can head back to the locker room. So the 4 freshmen will be available in the breakout room just after Coach Holtman's done here. We'll continue with questions for Coach Holtman. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get the mic to you. We'll start with Adam in the front row, then we'll go to Rob.
Well, Chris, what was it like trying to get you guys to calm down, settle in when they did start to chip away at the lead and those last final minutes get a little chaotic?
Yeah, I just kept reminding them, relax and have fun. It's a fun game. You got to relax and have fun. It's not life and death. It's a lot for young kids. I thought we had some guys, play a little bit tighter maybe than what certainly they were doing earlier. So as much as possible, I was trying to just, play with a smile on your face, relax, and we'll live with the results.
Second row on the left.
You guys mentioned the momentum. I think Sean said it of these last few weeks, even without wins. How much do you think that played a part in the fast start and then being able to hold on as they've dealt through adversity throughout this season?
Yeah, and I think it's played. The most important thing is how, are we playing? That is the most important thing, really, regardless of results. And that's really what we've emphasized the last month. All the detail things, everything, we've talked about in some of the media sessions. So as we've evaluated how we played, we've certainly done that better. And I think our guys know that we have played the best. I believe we played the best we've played all year in these last couple weeks. Our young guys also have emerged. You're seeing a guy like Bruce, who's really, he's leading us in so many ways right now. And probably earlier in the year, he was finding his way right now. And right now he's leading us in a lot of ways.
Take 2 more for Coach, all the way on the right side.
Hey, Coach, Kevin Sweden from Sports Illustrated. It's probably the first time since the Gardner Webb days that you were kind of auto bid or bust entering Conference Tournament Week. Do you coach differently? Do you enter the game with a different kind of mentality, how you manage the game? I'm just kind of curious about that.
Not necessarily. You're right. It's been a while since I've been in this seat where, you could go home this early and you don't have you're not playing for seeding, or you're not assured of the tournament as the next thing in front of you. So I don't think you can coach any different, because I think is as much as anything, you're just focused on how is your team playing, and if they're playing well and confident in the right way, then whatever happens, and I've been proud of them for doing that. But yeah, it's been a while, so
We'll go back to Patrick for the last one.
You mentioned recently how Bryce has been playing well when maybe the statistics aren't the same. Do you, though, need him as this goes on and you guys hope to make a run? Do you need him to get back to some of the scoring and whatnot he was doing earlier in the year?
Yeah, no, I totally get your question. He's played as good offensive basketball, really, and I got to go back and evaluate this game, but he's played as good offensive basketball, and I think he rebounded it well today. Like, he's impacting winning. That's what players do, and teams are giving him a lot of attention. And he's been highly efficient these last couple of weeks offensively. And I think any coach, anybody who watches him says, man, that kid has really improved in terms of reading the game, making the right read, playing the way his team needs him to play. And I'm proud of him for that. And he just needs to keep doing that.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Guys, okay. Thank you.
Thanks.